Happy New Year, everyone. It's Arden here, and today we're going to be doing my first manga review of the new year. This right here is the Eagle Frame Shiden from Mobile Suit Gundam ironbloodedorphans, Tekadon's first mass-produced grunt unit in the series during the events of Season 2. This right here is a model kit released back in 2016, well, the end of 2016. It was either around November, December, when this was released. I did pre-order mine, I think, beforehand when I was able to, which is a good thing because I think after this thing released and whatnot, it ran out of stock immediately. So I'm pretty sure Bandai did do a reprint afterwards, but then afterwards, the kit was basically became one of those rare items that became scarce, which I'm glad I got mine when I did. Sad I wasn't able to get a couple more, which I kind of do regret not getting a couple more of these because these are phenomenally, they look good, they are designed well, and we'll talk about more of that in the review. But with that out of the way, let's dive right in with everything the Eagle Frame Shiden comes with. And we're back, and this is right here is everything with the Eagle Frame Shiden comes with. Starting first with the Eagle Frame Shiden itself, a very phenomenal model kit, I will say right here. Design-wise, this thing is actually pretty great. It's actually, I would have put this in my top 10 grunt units of all time. This right here actually would be in the top 5 because I love the design of this. This thing screams out grunt unit, but still screams out, I'm still better than every other grunt unit in any Gundam series, or any series in general, because I do love the design. That and being in like the kind of maroon, like in the maroon color, kind of makes it a little bit win, just because anything nearing the color red is always going to be top my favorites. Also, the design was pretty great. This thing right here also comes with a faceplate, so you can just lift off the faceplate right here to see the face. See right there. Pretty nice. Oh, and talking about the faceplate, this thing only comes with one sticker sheet with only 2 stickers, which is basically the shielding right here for the sensor, and then the other thing for the other eye sensor right there for the face. So that's all you get for stickers. So overall, this is actually pretty great when it comes to stickers. You really don't need anything else. Overall, everything else design-wise is pretty great. You can see right there, all the detail work with the lining, which I did do panel lining on this and did do a little bit painting, but you can see there all the silver, because they kind of try to do a little bit like silver chroming on this. Though I will say I'm probably going to go back and do a little more clean on this because I do have gunmetal color now, so I'm probably going to go back, strip this thing down, and paint all the silver gray into like gunmetal just to make it a little bit more better. Overall, detail work of this looks pretty great, and overall, pretty great phenomenal model kit. I love the design. I wished I had bought more of these when I did, because when I pre-ordered this back in the end of 2016, I only bought this one. So I'm pretty sure I bought this along with the Hyokuri or the Hirokurin, the blue one that we saw at the end of season 1 that they were helping out during the final battle, and then with the cold. And because I'm pretty sure I went all Tewas and turbine units, because I already had a good amount of the Gundam frames back then, mostly. So I decided to try to get some of these. So I got this guy with the other units, which I'm kind of glad I did. I'll probably do a review of those guys later in the year, then in a couple months. But overall, those are also great kits, and this is also a great phenomenal kit too. But now going from the Eagle Frame Shiden, let's go with the weaponry. Starting off with its base assault rifle right here, which is a she basically just slapped in 2 pieces right here. So basically 1 gun right here. I will say this is also a little bit my younger me, because you're going to see a little bit of the number marks there and cleared, which I'm kind of hating on myself that I didn't do. This right here is the G 130mm assault rifle that the Eagle Frame Shiden uses as standard weaponry. It's actually pretty nice. The detail work for this is pretty great. Let's actually take off the sheet, and I guess what's called, you're not able to focus on this right now. Sorry about that. There we go. So the detail work for this is actually pretty nice. All the scrubbing, all the detail work. You can see a little bit of the panel line I did. Though I will say I do hate myself, because technically speaking, this is still in my early years when I started Gunpla. Because I'm pretty sure 2016 and 2017, I'm barely either 2 or 3 years into basically being a Gundam builder. So you're going to see some of my earlier works of basically a novice tree, so I do apologize for that, but I'm probably going to clear some of these snub works up later down the line. Overall, this is basically a two sheets that just apply together and basically just make the gun. There's no external tube right here, which if you bought any of the option set kits, a lot of the options in a kit for IBO are a little bit more separated than the regular weaponry, but overall it's still pretty fine. It's still sturdy as hell. See right there. Overall pretty great. Then we have the melee weapon for this, which it's not the bat. You can actually get the bat version of this in one of the other option sets, which I did buy. But this right here is called the Partisan. It's a standard melee weapon for the Shiden right here. It's actually a extendable weaponry, so it basically can go from a little bat right here to extending to be a little bit more longer range. So it's actually not pretty bad. It's a more blunt weaponry. Technically, it does have blades, but it's more blunt weaponry. If you guys know Guts from Berserk with his giant sword, it's basically just a giant chunk of steel. It's kind of the same concept with this. Well, then again, most IBO heavy weaponry are basically that concept of just basically a chunk of metal just crushing down the opponent. But what's it called? So the bladed weapon here part here is two pieces right here that snap on together that basically surrounds the what's called the guard, the grip, where you grip right here, just attach onto it so it can slide through. Pretty nice. And then this piece right here is also two pieces as well, so you're having multiple pieces. Not the stick right here. This thing is all just one piece right here, just two pieces right here that connect over here. Overall, pretty nice. Extended. I could probably do a little bit more detail work on this, not gonna lie. Overall, pretty great. Then we have the little gauntlet shield right here, which is basically a small gauntlet. I kind of hate that this thing, the orphanation only came with one of these. So I kind of wanted two, so it can go on each side. But it required me to buy two of them, which I never did, which is a little bit of regret. But it's pretty nice. A little gauntlet shield right here that I attached onto the forearm right here of the Earframe Shiden. Let me show you right here. There we go. That's how you attach onto it. It's actually pretty great. Attach it onto the sword piece right here, and basically you got your basically standard practice. Because in the show, a lot of times this is their setups to practice the fight. Overall, pretty great. And then you have the bigger shield, because this is a gauntlet that could also be used for melee combat. Then you have the heavier weapon, which is the riot shield, which we see throughout the series. Them using this, well, as the name suggests, for basically it's for rioting, basically to hold off against enemies. But it's also a very sturdy shield to use in combat, which we do see during the battles when they're on Earth, and then later down the line in space, and then back on Mars. Or a very heavy shield. Pretty great. This thing's all solid right here. The attach points right here for this is basically on the forearm as well that we saw in the gauntlet. And then you basically detach the handlebars right here, which gotta be careful with this right here a little bit. Because I'm already seeing a little bit of stress marks right here, so I just gotta do a little bit clearing on that. You attach the hand, which you'll see right here. Just take off the little hand pieces right here. Attach this onto the handle piece right there, but you gotta make sure it's on the right place, because last time I put this on here, it was on the wrong side, so the hand was a little bit backwards. You attach this onto here. You apologize for this. Attach the shield hand right there. Boom. Now you attach the hand right there, back to where it's at, and then you attach the hand, the other joint piece right there to where the joint's at, and boom. Now I got the shield right there, ready for guarding duty or fighting against enemies with heavy artillery, and looking pretty nice. Overall, it's very heavy shield and pretty good. I'm probably going to do some panel line on this too, where you see the detail work for this. Might be a little bit painting there as well, customization, but overall, the accessory is pretty great, especially for the price for this. As this is a $15 kit, and everything that comes with it is actually pretty nice. Okay, now let's go with articulation. Okay, folks, we're back, and let's go with articulation. And before I actually go with a little bit the articulation, a little bit, I kind of also forgot too, for also a little bit accessories. You also got the holster attachment parts right here, which you can attach the weaponry. Do a little bit of that. That's right there, so you can hold the weapon right there. And you get two of them, which is always pretty great. Which is the one thing IB always does, is they give you attachment points for everything else. But now let's go with the articulation, going off from the head right here. You can bob and weave, spin around, as the head is on a bowl joint. You can see right there. Overall pretty nice. A lot of this is technically on my painted side. Back when I was painting was acrylic. And we have the arm right here, which go all the way. But if you wanted to go all the way a little bit further, it can. Just be careful with the arms, because it is on these joints, which I will say, if you move the arm a lot over this, it will slowly but surely be popping out over and over. So just know that to just every once in a while just pop it back in. I did try to fix this with paint, but I kind of find out it's kind of more of the shoulder design when it's overused over and over, and the shoulder piece doesn't want to come back. So it goes all the way. You can spin around. No problem at all. The arm can rotate. No problem at all. And this thing has a double joint? I thought it did. Oh, it technically does have a double joint, but my I'm gonna have to do some repair work on that because the paint job that I did on this years ago, younger me did. I'm kind of hating younger me right now. Has kind of glued that there, and I'm gonna have to do some modding and sanding there. That is gonna be annoying. I'm pretty sure the other arm should be fine. Yeah, so let's pop off the other arm for the meantime. Because that is my dumb fault right there. See right there, arm right there, double joint right there. But should be able to pop off. Huh. Is it just single point? No, I'm pretty sure this can move. I'm thinking it's just the thing having paint and just causing this a little bit. Sadly, I do not have anything to pry that off, so right now it's as far as the joint can go, and I don't want to push that further because I don't want to break that, and this being my only Eagle frame Shiden, repair work is going to be annoying, so I'm just going to leave that off for now until I do some sanding work on that. Handpiece can spin around like always, move around, no problem at all, like all hand pieces, as this is on a ball joint, so no problem at all. The nab joints right here, pretty nice. This thing can back and forth, side to side. Just got to move the ball joint a little bit up so it can spin around. Just be careful. It can move around. Just the only thing I got to be careful is the way this thing's designed, at least ball joint wise. And let's see if I can get this off. Is this thing technically is not a ball joint? Well, it technically is because it attaches the ball joint to the peg right here, so it can spin around. But because of the little peg things right here, it can't fully turn around because the way the waist is designed. So it can move around side to side. Just gotta levitate a little bit just to if you want to spin it around. So it can move around. Just gotta lift it up a little bit just to do it. But it's got a good ab joint, so it's pretty good. Then side skirts right here, which can go up and down, no problem at all. So if anything else, I'm probably gonna have to fix some of this. I'm gonna have to fix its left side joint because I see a stress mark right there, and that's gonna break off. So I'm gonna have to do a quick repair work on that in a little bit. Its side skirt can move up and down, so no problem at all. Then its back joint is a little bit. Ooh, that piece came off. That's fine. Working with model kits I haven't not worked in years. Already having trouble problems. Legs only able to go all the way back that way because of the side skirts blocking it. Moving the skirt forward, the legs able to go all the way front. That's how as far as we go all the way back. Legs, these are on peg joints, so they can actually do splits. So actually no problem at all. Splits right there, pretty great. Leg right here can do double jointed. The only thing that's kind of blocking it's the little sources right here. If not, it could probably go a little bit further. Overall, pretty great, so not bad at all. But if you want to take out those sources to make it a little bit more better on the joint, make the joints go a little bit further, you can. And then the leg right here can spin around, go up and down. Ooh. And it comes apart. Very easy. Gotta work on that. Overall, articulation is pretty great. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And now let's do some size comparisons. Going from the regular EO frame Shiden right here. And going from the EO frame Shiden right here. I do apologize for a little bit thing. The thing right here is, as most regular model kits, the most highest is 5 inches, which is most for regular general model kits right here. And going from some size comparisons to some other model kits I do have around, we have my Gem Sniper K9 from Gundam Build Fighters from the original series right here, with the Gem Sniper K9 being slightly taller. Going from the Sniper K9, we have a very big model kit with my Sinanju Stein being a little bit much more taller. I'm pretty sure the Sinanju Stein is around 7 inches. That's a little bit bigger for model kits. But then again, that's most what's it called of Xeon units. Going from the Sinanju Stein, we have my Quanta Command, which is slightly taller. Going for the Quanta Command, we have something that should be at least around the same size with the Astrain version, which the Astrain version is technically a little bit taller, but that's VFin wise. Overall, trying to make sure everything's fine on camera. Going from the inversion, we have another model kit from the same era. We have the Grimgrid 8, which is from season 1, and this thing is the other. Oh no, we'll leave the story there for the meantime. This right here is the other older frame that's used during the IBO series. This is the Valkyrie frame right here, and with the Grimgrid 8 technically being slightly taller, only from the ears. And then last but not least, the favorite from the channel, and technically the mascot of the channel, we have my Gundam Estrella Custom, which basically they're both actually around the same size. Overall, the Frame Shiden is basically a regular size mobile suit, regular size model kit. When it comes to comparisons to almost everything else, I kind of feel like it's a little bit smaller just because of its frame rate. Because generally speaking, we're gonna go with regular model kits. I mean, technically speaking, the Quanta Command technically is a little bit taller. I was going to go with like regular model kits, like with the Frame Shiden, and then the Quanta right here being slightly taller. With the Quanta being technically slightly taller just because how it's designed, but the Astrain version is kind of where we usually see the regular size when it comes to model kits. So the Frame Shiden is basically only slightly smaller. Though I will say, if I'm going to go with most of their technically slightly smaller, I kind of go with the Leo being technically a little bit smaller than the Frame Shiden. But the Frame Shiden is basically just the regular size as most regular model kits should be. Just maybe a little bit shorter, just since what's it called, this thing does not come with an antenna. Though I'm pretty sure the other P-Bandai variants do come with an antenna. So I'm not pretty sure on that. But with that out of the way, let's go with final thoughts. And with that, folks, that is right there the review for the Frame Shiden. Overall, a great model kit right here, especially for a grunt suit. For the price that it comes with, which is around $15, pretty great. The accessories come with pretty great. You got a rifle, sword, sword melee weapon, gauntlet, shield. Overall, the kit is both pretty great. What's it called? Overall, pretty great. Design-wise, phenomenal. Looks good. Like legit, you don't need to paint it. Like out of the box, it looks pretty great. Just maybe a little bit panel lining and whatnot. Overall, that's still pretty great. The build for this is pretty nice and easy. It doesn't take really long. It's not really that many parts. I think this comes with like minimally 4.5 runners. I won't say that 4, maybe 5 runners plus 1 sticker sheet. Which the sticker sheet only coming with only 2 stickers, which is like all on the faceplate with the sensors and whatnot, which is really not that much. Overall, everything's pretty great, pretty nicely designed. Overall, pretty great model kit. And if you want to get it, I do recommend it. Though I will say, trying to find these, I'm not too sure. Though I do know a couple places you probably get this. One of them's from a New Type, maybe a Gundam USA store. I'm not too sure if Gundam Planet still has this in stock. I know Galactic Toys, and maybe you could probably find this either at Bai or Hobby Link Japan. There's also another couple places you could probably get this. So at the good price of $15, though, plus shipping handling depending on your location. So that's a little bit more advice for those who want to know. Overall, still great phenomenal market. And yeah, if you get the opportunity to find this and get this, I would recommend get it because you're never getting another opportunity. It's still a great phenomenal model kit. Though I will say a little bit TLDR, or at least little notices on the side skirts and whatnot are kind of like on C-clips or whatnot, so overstraining them and whatnot are going to break, as you kind of saw on mine, but mine's kind of very old, so just a little bit of repair work might be needed in case you break it or whatnot, because these are kind of like older C-clips types or slides types, so just know that. Be careful when you're cutting these on the runners, because I'm pretty sure on the backside of this, for the backside right here, this thing is kind of like on the little side skirt thing right here is a little bit on a funnel note, and I accidentally I accidentally cut one of the slides right here, so I had to fix it right here, which is fine right now, but I kind of cut it by accident, so I can make sure this actually doesn't get stuck anymore. So that's something that should be at least a little bit more worried about. Just be careful when you're sipping on the runners. Make sure you're not sipping on something that's kind of important, which I've done so sometimes in my model kits, building and whatnot. But overall, it's still a great phenomenal kit. I do recommend to get it. I give it a 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Good, great unit for a good cheap price. Don't try to get it at third-party stores, which are going to probably try to gouge you out for like 70, 80 bucks, which I've been seeing. Like, the only ones that are maybe worth that price are maybe the third-party ones. But it's only either for color reprint, which a lot of these, I don't think the color really does matter. I think just get the regular one. Because I think some of the Tewas variants, the Orgos ones, and maybe the Rides or in the Ryosei Go are probably the only ones that are probably on a higher price. Between, I think I saw these on like 40 to like 90 bucks, which is like, at that point, it's just get the regular one. If you have paint or whatnot, just paint it the color you want. It's not really that hard. And they'll also give you time, though I'll probably get a couple of these if you do try to paint these. But with that out of the way, folks, if you did enjoy the video, please consider dropping like, share, and subscribe. I always do appreciate it. I got more reviews, more stuff coming out of the way. Got a little more projects as well coming out of the works. I'm doing planning and whatnot. Like, I got more discussion videos, got more character discussions, got more reviews of figures, model kits, and other stuff too, because I'm going to be doing more reviews, not just on model kits, not just on figures, but other things as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content, and hopefully you guys enjoy future stuff that I come out with. And with that out of the way, folks, have a nice day. Have a good rest of the new year for the new week. And I'll see you guys on the next one. This is I, Power, signing out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.